Hello, this is our first video journal. Let me introduce some basic information about our Space Jesus Hotel. Our hotel is a 3-star luxury hotel. Our general manager is Claire. Also, she manages by the guest service. The financial and room division manager is Jim. The F&B department and refurbishment is controlled by Kate. And then Miss Cecilia manages HR and marketing department. In quarter one, under the circumstance that we do not know how other competitors is performing, we forecast and cite the rates of room for each different category according to the guest survey, seasonality, and the performance of the same quarter during last year. From the quarter one report, the forecast occupancy rate did not meet what is forecast as well as the expectation of the owner, but in quarter two, we successfully met the forecast occupancy and the expectation of owner. However, according to the market index from June year one, our ADR and repair are still below the baseline. This might be because the lack of e-commerce marketing that were not able to reach the target markets, as well as insufficient facilities to attract customers. Furthermore, during quarter two, we did not adjust any rates for the rooms, as by looking and comparing with other fellow competitors, we predict that our price would be average as there are higher rates and lower rates. In order to maintain the price in the market, we decided not to adjust it, which eventually in the change of pricing for June year one and revenue profile June year one. Our price index average to the market and revenues as well as profit has been increasing steadily. Last but not least, our personal improvement we could establish is to increase the revenues of other categories rather than business standard, as during high season there will be more of leisure and groups travelers visiting the city, which is one important part to be aware of. And then about our service, we started off the first quarter adding both facilities and service to our hotel. For the service of our hotel in January, we added guest room, internet, foreign exchange, minibar, concierge. Our guests feel that we still didn't have enough range of service after quarter one. We added more service. We added express check-in and out. Then we found that after quarter two, our guests were more satisfied. The guest satisfaction was 76% for quarter two, and the YTD was 66.17%, so there was improvement. But we plan to continue to add more service to increase the satisfaction of our guests. And about facilities, in January, we added retail shops, travel and tour decks, lobby kiosk. We then continue to add more facilities to our hotel in April, and we add valet parking. The guest satisfaction was 40% for facilities quarter, which was low, and 28.33% YTD. Facilities are small, something we wanted to add to better satisfy of our guests. The facilities our guests want are expensive, and we will have to gradually add them due to the cost, so guest satisfaction will slowly continue to rise when we make these additions. And from F&B department, our restaurant has 125 seats and extra 50 seats at the bar lounge. For the first and second quarter, our restaurant offered the lowest average price between 5 hotels. As you can see, the price was consistent for both quarters, while our competitors made the decision have a rate of $14. Looking at departmental income for the first quarter, we can see that the room service at our property bring the highest income from all 5 hotels. All other areas stay on average ranking. Considering a bar, we don't generate enough profits at the room service, as well as we didn't purchase lobby bar at this point. And even though our hotel stays on the second place by total food revenue, there is still a long way to improve indicator. Let's move to the second quarter. However, in overall, our departmental income increased compared with the first quarter. It's easy to notice that our revenue is not too much bigger than the expense. We do still need to add room service revenue and as also lobby kiosk, as well as know we got win points at the restaurant, bar, and meeting space beverage incomes because of the zero revenue at room service and lobby bar. We ranking currently on third place by profile. Looking at guest satisfaction in January of the first year, it is very above 50%. After we have done cleaning of almost all suggested parts of property and did soft goods redo of the primary rooms and renovation for front desk, in overall all renovations we spent a little bit more than $500,000. As a result, guest satisfaction with room refurbishment for May increased up to 63% and up to 68% for public space. Due to small budget, we decided to not spend money on renovation for the second quarter, and our guest satisfaction continued to stay on the same level. Considering that next quarter is going to be very busy, that's why we plan to invest more money on our facility. Next, I'm going to talk about human resource and marketing. Because in the first quarter, we did not put all the staff on duty, so there was a lack of human resource allocation. The customer response also pointed out that we did not have enough manpower in service. After discussion and correction, as the second quarter, we let all our staffs working according to the assignment, so that our service level is better, even though we have a little bit surplus human resource. Meanwhile, we train all our staffs to improve their competency level. And about the marketing and advertising department, we did not do much marketing and advertising in the first quarter. So from the guest response service feedback, we saw that our hotel didn't have a strong market brand. It was not very easy for guests to find information about our hotel. Based on all the feedback and other data, in the second quarter, we have increased our efforts in marketing and advertising and spent more money on. And now, through the guest feedback, our advertising is very helpful for customers, and the data shows that our overall market share is not bad. But through our discussion, we think that we can put more efforts on the marketing part to increase our market share.